Marilyn Monroe is the greatest sex symbol of the 20th century. In 1962, she was shooting Something's Gotta Give with Dean Martin, and these are just some of the outtakes. The movie was never finished because she died 2 months later. But now, for the first time ever, photographs shot on that set are going on exhibit, and Lawrence Schiller is the photographer who got the plum assignment to shoot the blonde bombshell. Good morning. I'm having trouble talking
today. Well, because you're overwhelmed by Marilyn.
I am overwhelmed by her.
Sure.
This is the second time you had shot her. 1962, Perry Match hired you to shoot her.
Right.
And we all think of her as sort of the sexy, dumb blonde in the movies, but you're here to say that's not who Marilyn was at all.
It's not the Marilyn I know. She was very, very smart, very astute. She was a woman who knew what she wanted, and she had the ability to draw people in. You know, she dropped her voice a couple octaves lower than you would think, and you'd have to kind of lean in. What's Marilyn saying? And that was her way of, you know, getting to know you and you getting to know her.
Now, these shots started, she started in a, I guess, a nude-colored bathing suit originally, and then started to remove it, which is very rare. Did you know that was even going to happen?
No, we didn't. This is a scene that was in a film with Dean Martin, Something's Gotta Give, as you said. And the scene is that she's looking up at the balcony and kind of giggling and laughing in the pool. So she jumps in with a nude bathing suit. First time she comes up to the edge of the pool, like in this photograph, I noticed the bra's off. First time in maybe a dozen years that Marilyn Monroe doesn't have a bra on. You know, 15, 20 minutes later, the pants are coming off. And, you know, that was Marilyn. Dog paddling like a child, enjoying herself and having fun.
But she knew what she was doing because it was extremely racy, especially in 1962.
Right. And she knew that these pictures would wind up on the covers of every magazine in the world, Life magazine, Perry Match. She knew that she could wipe Elizabeth Taylor off the covers of magazines with this photograph.
And at that point in her life, she was feeling a little bit neglected, wasn't she? That Elizabeth Taylor was getting all the attention and she wasn't.
Right. Elizabeth was making Cleopatra. Marilyn was only getting $100,000 a movie. Liz Taylor was getting $1 million. And Marilyn thought she had as much draw in the box office and as much talent, or even more talent, in her mind, than Elizabeth Taylor.
She celebrated her birthday on the set of this movie, and you have a picture. Tell us about that.
This was the last day of May, actually a couple days after these other pictures were taken at the swimming pool. And it was a premature birthday, and all of a sudden the crew, George Cukor, everybody, brought a birthday cake. And, you know, I used my Leica with a 21-millimeter lens, and Marilyn just looked at me with this smile, with the candles, and said, you know, it's all mine. She was 36. Trimmed to the waist.
And a few months later, she would be dead.
Right. You know, these pictures are on exhibit at Pop International here in Manhattan, a gallery which is well known for pictures. And it's really a great set to look at 45 years later.
And we're going to go out. We're running out of time on this last picture. That is your favorite one, Lawrence Schiller. All of them on exhibit. Thank you so much.